Coming up in the video, I'm going to show you how I made a really simple squirrel feeder. It's just 3 boards with glue and screws and a lag screw here to hold a corn cob. Be sure to check out my website at woodlogger.com. I'll post more detailed information about this project. You can also check out some of the other projects that I got going on in my shop. So to get started on my squirrel feeder, I'm going to cut 3 boards to length. 10 inches, 5 inches, and 4 inches appropriately. The back and the shelf are going to be 10 inches and 5 inches and 3.5 inches wide. The shelf support, which will be underneath the shelf, is going to be 4 inches in length and 2.5 inches wide. So I'm going to use my miter saw to cut that, and then I'm going to move over to my table saw and actually cut the width of the board that I need. So to get the rounded corners, the look that I want, you can just freehand that. It's pretty simple. I'll take that and then I'll move over to the bandsaw. In my case, I'm going to cheat. I've got this template called Quick Corners, and it makes it a lot easier to just take the guesswork or the freehandness out of drawing those lines. So I'm going to do that next, and then I'm going to head over to the bandsaw. So after I got done with the bandsaw, I did just a little bit of light sanding. Nothing too serious here. I like having the rough edge side. It's just a preference. I mean, if you really want to make the rough side go away, now's the time to do it. After that, though, I've got the platform, and the platform is where the squirrels sit on top. And I've got a 3-inch lag screw. In my case, I've decided to have it go through the bottom where the smooth side is, have it come up and have the rough side facing up. And so to do that, I'm going to use a counter bore hole, and in my case, I'm going to use a Forstner bit, about a 5/8 inch drill bit. I'm going to go in maybe about 1/4 of an inch. That'll allow the head of the bolt to our screw to be recessed in. And then just kind of a pro tip, cedar wood has a way of just tearing out really bad when you're drilling through it because it's such a soft wood. So I'm going to use sort of three drills. First is a Forstner bit. Next up, I'm going to pre-drill with a much smaller bit, probably about a 3/16. And then I'm going to go up to a 1/4 inch drill bit, and that should be fine for the lag screw that I've used. And then eventually I'll use epoxy to glue it all together so the lag screw doesn't move. Okay, so I've got my shelf all finished. I've got my lag screw started through there. Next up, I'm going to use some epoxy glue. I'll put some epoxy in the counter bore hole here, tighten that up, and then put some more on top so that it's secure and doesn't go anywhere. After that, I'll be ready for final assembly. And so I've got my backboard here. I'll use some exterior radiant wood glue to go there, and then support it with some screws on the back. And then I'll be ready for my shelf support that I'll put underneath, and I'll use glue for that as well. That's coming up next. All right, so there it is, another project all finished. I've got my squirrel feeder all glued up and looking the way I want it to look. All I got to do is put some corn on it and go mount it on a tree. So be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out woodlogger.com, where I'll have more detailed information about this project and other projects going on in my shop.